So first, I'm going to give you guys a little introduction on the opening and why we have our guest here today. So for all of you that are watching, we've decided to open some of these topics for people to tell their individual stories, real life, real struggle, and real hardship of, how people kind of rise above their expectations or the things that, their normal life or their fate have put them through. And this guy here, he is a musician, he is an artist who is a South Sudanese artist as well. So he has an amazing story that he's going to share with us today. So I'll be interviewing and asking him some questions. And he also has this amazing song that is probably one of the #1 hits. And when I heard it, I was pretty mind-blowing. I mean, the lyrics and the story behind it, it really resonates a lot in what was going on in Africa and the people that are struggling in Africa, trying to escape either poverty, corrupt leadership, or they were sold off into slavery or anything in those sort of cases. So, and I am very lucky and honored to be able to have our friend here today to be able to share his story. So these are the most wonderful things I really look forward to hearing. So let's bring on our guest. Our guest is 42 Ways. So 42 Ways, welcome on to Tempo Africa TV, International Television. How are you?
I'm doing good, so I'm fine. So, hello, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, Tempo Africa, and happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
Yes, absolutely.
2021. So it's in advance. It's coming. It's on advance. So I really say thank you and thank everyone who is watching this live stream on Tempo Africa TV. So. I'm really happy to see you. I'm really glad to see beautiful people like this sharing this love and sharing happiness as one family, I'm really happy. So thank you so much.
And that is amazing. Having you on is really going to help a lot of youth around the world as well, because your story is inspiring. So your story is going to help other people challenge their lives as well, knowing that if you can overcome the struggles of life, and so can they. So we'll start with the introduction. So introduce yourself to our audience, whether it's your artist name or your real name. How do you want them to know you or recognize you? And also, then we'll continue on to more stories about you. So introduce yourself first.
Oh, my name is James Grace Jules. I'm from South Sudan, and I'm an artist from South Sudan. So I was born into Upper Nile regions in the United States, Beliu. That's where I grew up there. I live my young age there. And then so I came to Sudan, northern Sudan. So then I continued there,
Wow.
So
your whole life started in South Sudan, and then you migrated to North Sudan.
Yes.
Wow. So how did you end up in Italy?
So it was really hard.
That was a huge jump. You went all the way from the South and then to another world.
Yeah. Before it was like a dream, It was like a dream. So you can dream this day and then you find yourself tomorrow,
Right. I bet it was like a dream. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a dream.
Wow.
So before, when I was in Sudan, so I planned to go to Egypt. So in Egypt, I took a time. I went to Egypt 2017, and from Egypt, then I went to Libya again.
Wow, you went to Libya.
Then I came to Malta Island,
Wow.
This was my last place, yes. I came to Libya in 2018.
That was recently too. Yeah. All right. Well, before we get more into those stories, you have a song here which really resonate with the stories of the people that went through that struggle to cross over to Italy as well. And I know we talked earlier, and you mentioned a lot about it. And so I really appreciate you sharing this song. So I'm going to go ahead and share it with our audience really quick, and then we're going to get more into your inspiration with the music and what you went through as well. So we're going to go ahead and play a short clip of it, okay?
Okay.
Rastaman, free the slavery, black man, Africa, free the slavery. When I take the beat, you know what I taste the beast. They will bring the peace. We are suffering from the bitches. They divided your home into pieces. They change your race in many ways and in many places. Every day we are crying, every day we are dying. Where are you, Lord? We need the revolution. You made the city, who made it? You made the home, who made it? You made the sky, who made it? You made the ocean, who made it? Who created us people? Who gave us life? Only Lord knows where is the love. Free the slavery, black man. Oh, free the slavery. Every black man, free unite. Free the slavery. The Rastafari, Africa. Free the slavery. Free Rastaman. Free the slavery. Every black man, Africa. Free the slavery. The Rastafari. I was born in war. I grew up in war. Why? Swallow was a war.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, every time I listen
Great.
to that song, it gives me chills. Like,
Yes.
it really gives me
It
chills.
give me energy, you know, it give me energy. Because it seems like
I
I was
mean,
born in war and I grew up in war, you know. So that's
wow.
why.
Yes,
That's
hearing
why.
those words in the lyrics is so powerful. It's a very powerful song. So we hope the world can hear it and hear your testimony as well, whether it's through music or through your story that you're going to share with us today. So, what made you created this song? Like, what was the story behind it? So go ahead and start telling us a little bit about your journey.
So what made me to have this song, you know, it was a feeling, you know. It was a feeling, you know, when I get inspired. So this music can treat me and it makes me relax, you know. When I could speak, so it made me feel happy, you know. When I
Yes.
see, yeah, when
So
I
it's definitely
see
a
it,
therapy.
give me good vibes, give me a lot of good feelings. So there, I feel with a great happiness. So you see, when I feel with a great happiness, so I feel that thing has gone,
Yeah.
but the people are still moving on.
Wow.
That's why we decided to record that song. I recorded. It's not only me alone who record that song. Free the slavery. I recorded with one of my best friends from Lagos City, Nigeria. Was named Dazzle Boy, you know. It's called the Dazzle Boys, and Don Victor and Islam. So I was taking that course. So then they helped me and they like the way I sound. They tell me, oh, my friend's your voice very nice, you know. You
Yeah.
need to take the course. You need to go to studio. Before I don't know any studio in Libya because, you know, Libya is really hard to live there, you know.
Yeah.
Libya is not easy. Yeah, Libya is not easy. Libya is dangerous. Even you could
Wow.
not even know that tomorrow you're going to survive or you're going to do what, you know. Libya is really a dangerous country, you know.
Wow.
But those guys, they took me to studio, they showed me the best way, and then we record that song. Then after that, I lived them in Libya, then across.
You crossed over.
Yeah, I lived them in Libya. But I wish
So,
they would come with the scope.
so let's take your story back a little bit. So when you started your journey from South Sudan, you left South Sudan because of the war that took place, right? You know, as far as like with the genocide and the tribal war, was that one of the main reasons you left South Sudan, right?
Yes, yes.
And then you went to Sudan, and then how long did you stay in Sudan?
So it was 2014, you know, 2013, I mean, so
Okay.
2013. So after the wars and everyone has escaped in his own way. So everyone is looking for survival, you know.
Yes.
So
So when
in
you
it,
left
as
Sudan,
well as,
that
yes, I
journey
came to
from
develop
Sudan
students.
to Libya. So between that journey from Sudan to Libya, how did you cross over?
I came from Sudan to Egypt,
Oh,
Egypt,
to
Cairo,
Egypt. Okay.
Egypt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2017, you know, it was September 2017. And from there, I tried to came to from Egypt to Libya. Then from Libya, then I came here.
Wow. I know over here, when we watch documentaries or stories like that, we see people like crossing over the desert, you know, and some people don't make it all the way, you know. But with you being able to make it all the way, I mean, thinking about what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, what kind of, you know, rebels do you run into, and or military, even, you know. Um, so give us a little bit more story about that.
So I never been in military, you know. I never been in military,
That's
but
good.
I see that life is like it's like military because you pass through a dangerous thing, you know. You pass, you know, this one is dangerous, and you are still going, on, you know, like you are still looking for survival, you know.
Wow.
As you know yourself, you are looking for the great future. You're looking for the great thing as well. You know, someone say that the history of the world are untellable. You know, no one will be able to say all the history of this world. You know,
Yes.
there's a lot of things that people living, no one have knowledge about it. You know, but
Wow.
I just did my part, and I was really saying thank to God because before I used to pray to God. I say, God, oh my God, can you please bless me? Can you please touch my soul? Can you please
Yes.
make it happen? So before, yeah, that's at that time, and yes, like this, it was like this, you know.
You know,
But
I
I
love
don't
it
have a
because
fear,
like
you know. Like,
when you
yes,
say it's like a survival mode, you know, like you're constantly have to be vigilant. You have to be very alert, you know. I remember, you know, taking my children's out of Ethiopia. And of course, you know, it's not anything like what you went through, but just having a little bit of that experience, it really light up my world to know that, you know, how much a human being can go through, how much they can overcome, just to be where you are today. I mean, look at you today, you know? Yeah.
yes, yes. I
And you're
say
right,
thank
you
to
know,
God.
because God does play a huge role because you know, when we're not covered, you know, by the protection of God, then it's easy to fall in a ditch, or it's easy to tumble over, or it's easy, you know, to fail and all those things. Yeah. So that's a really good testimony you're sharing right there because, you know, you have the strength and the power that God gave you to be able to pass through. You know, like God said, I will walk with you until you get there. You know, so that's pretty amazing. Like, it's so fascinating to
Yes.
me. So when you crossed over from Libya to Italy, did you have to go through the sea, or how did that transition took place?
Yes, we should have to come through sea. There's
The
no
Mediterranean
way, you
Sea?
know, at least you go through that sea. That's, you know, that drowns a thousand of Africans, you know, that
Yeah.
drown thousand of African, a thousand of other people around the world, that is dead. That's dead, but you are
Did it
still
feel
going
like that
to.
was the biggest struggle there, or what was probably the most challenging part? Crossing the sea?
Yeah, that's what, like, if I can die, let me die, like, if I can die, let me die.
Yeah.
I'll feel like somebody who is going to fight, like military that is going to fight for his country or is going to fight
Yes.
for his own success. Like if you, I don't know how can I explain it. It's unexplainable,
I
because there was
bet.
no fear in my heart. I never fear, I never fear. I know that's dangerous, and I've tried, and I know what's bad and what's wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
I still keep on with my own struggle until I make it. So it's really, you
Wow.
know. Yes, if you watch videos about it, you can know that
I
it's
saw the
like,
video. It's hard to imagine. It's really hard to imagine. It's like,
yes,
it's not
we
the
used to
same,
come,
watching it and somebody going through it is not the same at all. Yeah. It's a different
people used
level.
to have plastic tubes, like
Yeah.
plastic balls or something like this, like plastic tubes, like a ball and something like a ball. So
Yeah.
that's you are going to eat. So if sometime
Mm-hmm.
you see this is ready dust, it is
Mm-hmm.
ready dust. Yeah.
Yes.
But if you just say, if you just put God first,
Yep.
everything is easy.
I
Like
agree.
I can just say, if I love it, it is easy. If I love it, it's easy. Anything that you love is easy. Nothing impossible in this world. Nothing impossible. Anything that you love is easy. But we just did it like that. Just did it like that. And a lot of people have done it before.
So now that you're in Italy, so what is it like in Italy? Like, how's your life now? Are you adjusted and, now you're starting your life, or tell us what's going on there in Malta? Because you're currently in Malta, Italy, right?
Yes, in
Mm-hmm.
Malta, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now I feel good. I feel better. I feel like, like I'm seeing some little change,
Mm-hmm.
like the way now we are speaking, the way people watch us, and
Yeah.
the ways everything is happening. So I really say thank to God, because now it's better. It's better. It's better. It's better than before
You
in the
got where you need
past.
to be, you know?
Yeah,
It took that
yeah.
long journey of challenges, and now you're where you need to be. Amen. Um, so now going on before we get towards the end of our live streams here. Um, Now, what is your next plan? What is your next step in life? Are you going to continue to, drop more songs, make videos? I know we're going through a pandemic and COVID-19. I don't know how's that affecting you guys there in Italy. But what are your next plans that we can look forward to while you're there now in Italy?
So my next plans is, yes, I'm going to, after this year, maybe I'm going to run some little projects like recording labels,
Mm-hmm.
shooting some new videos, and I will keep on my music as well as I was before.
Yeah.
I will still keep on the struggle. I would never give up. I will never give up. I will just keep on
Never
my
give up.
struggle. I'm still going. I'm still going on. Yeah.
Wow. Never give up.
Yeah.
Keep your faith stronger and
Yeah.
keep being fearless. Keep being fearless. Keep
Yeah.
putting
Yes,
God
sir.
first. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I'll,
how
I'll
can
do
our
my
people
part.
reach out to
I'll
you?
do
How
my
can
part.
people that want to hear your music go ahead and share some of your social media and your YouTube, and then after I share this again, I will post them. I will post the link as well on social media. Um, but yeah, how can our audience reach out to you? Because I know you have a Facebook page and it's called 42 Ways, right?
32 ways. Yes, my Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
my Instagram, my YouTube channel. So
Okay. So your
my
Instagram is
social.
at 42 Ways with all letters?
Yes,
I'm going to
it's
try to
two
look it up
ways
too.
is lyrics.
Okay.
Yes.
And then your YouTube channel, the same thing. So you're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as well.
Yes.
Yep, I'm going to collect those, so then I'll post it on the link with this video, so that anyone who wants to, reach out to you, or even just an exploration as well, they can be able to follow you and also check out your stuff. So we're very proud of you. Keep it up. Anything you'd like to, anything more you'd like to share with our audience?
So yes, I would like to tell everyone who's watching this live stream. So I really say thank to you because you took your time, and so whatever, as you keep on watching something like this live stream on Tempo Africa. I really say thanks, and thanks to everyone, son. Thanks to God, the Father, the creator of heaven and earth. And thank you, my sister, EliNyamal. So thank
My
you.
pleasure.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, bless. I will.
All right, and one last thing. This is I always ask everybody. What would be your greatest advice you would tell to the young people out there that are looking up to you?
Okay, so for every young man or young woman, or anyone in this world, so just keep on whatever you do. If you just like it, it will happen as you need it. I just keep on what you do. If you like it, it will happen, and it will be like it. So nothing impossible. So
Love
that's what I
it.
want to tell you. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, this is I learned a lot. So I'm learning a lot when I hear stories from people like you. 42 Ways is our guest today. And we appreciate you guys for tuning in. So please check out his music. And we're going to keep sharing some more to keep promoting it the rest of the week. So, yep. Take care, 42. Stay well. Keep up the strong faith.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look
Thank
great.
you.
So, all right.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night,
I'm really happy.
everyone, and have an awesome Saturday.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Ciao.